Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Silvina Ronisa. I'm from Syarif Hidayatullah State University Islamic Jakarta, and I learn at English Education Department, class 4A, and my student ID number is 20. So on this occasion, I would like to present a book entitled Essential Teaching Skills by Chris Kiriakou, published by Nelson Storms in 2021. Contains 150 pages. So this book is suitable for several people such as new teachers, experienced teachers, teachers trainers, school administrators, and educational leaders. This book is ideal for new teachers who need guidance on how to plan and deliver effective lessons, manage classrooms, and assess pupil progress. It provides a comprehensive overview of the essential skills required for teaching, helping new teachers build a strong foundations for their careers. So, for the experienced teachers is seeking improvement, even experienced teachers can benefit from this book. It offers insight into new teaching methods such as a world-class interactive teaching and provides practical advice on how to enhance their teaching skills. This can help experienced teachers refresh their approaches and stay up to date with best practices. Experienced teachers may want to reflect on and further develop their teaching abilities, especially with change in education policies and practices. And for teachers trainers or those pursuing continuing professional development courses can use this book as valuable resources. It provides detailed explanations of key teaching skills, making it excellent references for those looking to enhance their teaching abilities. And for teachers trainers or those pursuing continuing professional development courses can use this book as valuable resources. It provides detailed information and explanation of key teaching skills, making it an excellent references for those looking to enhance their teaching abilities. Those training or mentoring teachers need resources to help develop teaching competencies in others. So this book is good for teachers trainers or mentoring teachers. And for school administrators and educational leaders, can also benefit from this book. It offers insight into effective teaching practices which can inform their decision making and support the development of their teaching staff. And the last one, those with a general interest in teaching skills. Anyone with a general interest in effective teaching practice can benefit from understanding the essential teaching skills outlined in the book. So, this book contains 8 chapters. Chapter 1, entitled Developing Your Teaching Skills, contains the nature of teaching skills, studies of teaching skills, defining essential teaching skills, and the development of teaching skills. And Chapter 2, entitled Planning and Preparations, contains the elements of planning and preparations, the purposes and functions of planning, lesson planning, and lesson preparations. Chapter 3, entitled Lesson Presentations, contains the teacher's manners, teacher's talk activities, academic tasks, teaching styles and learning styles, and personalized learning, matching works to pupil ability and needs, and using resources and material. So for chapter 4 entitled Lesson Management contains beginnings, transitions and endings, maintaining pupils' involvement, handling the logistic of classroom life, and managing pupil movement and noise. Chapter 5 entitled Classroom Climate contains establishing a positive classroom climate, motivating pupils, your relationship with pupils, enhancing pupils' self-esteem, classroom appearance, and composition. Chapter 6 entitled Discipline. This chapter contains the natures of pupil misbehavior, establishing your authority, pre-impacting pupil misbehavior, investigating and counseling, using reprimands, using punishments, dealing with confrontations, and other strategies. For Chapter 7, entitled Assessing Pupil Progress, these chapters contain the process of assessment, types of assessment, assessment activities in the classroom, carrying and our assessment activities, making, recording, and reporting. And the last chapters, chapters 8, entitled Reflections and Evaluations, contains self-evaluations, collecting data about your current practice, teacher's appraisal, managing your time, dealing with stress. So, after know the intended audience and table of contents, now let's move into the chapter 1. So, for the chapter 1 is about developing your teaching skills. This chapter is about developing teaching skills where the focus tends to be on laying the foundations for effective teaching by exploring key concepts such as classroom management, communications, and lessons planning. Teachers must understand what works for students, make smart choices, and take actions. And for the next chapters is chapter 1 is about planning and preparation. The second chapters explain that teachers should design effective learning activities to achieve the desired learning outcomes for students and maintain a detailed plan through repetitions. Chapter 3 is about lesson presentations. This chapter is about lesson presentation, which involves organizing learning experiences to help students achieve learning objectives. Teachers can use a variety of methods such as explaining concepts, conducting practical exercise, using worksheets, technology, role-play, and group discussions. This chapter focuses on the skills required to present lessons effectively. It discusses the importance of clarity, structure, and length in explanations, as well as the need to ensure that language is pitched at an appropriate level for pupils. It also includes key questions for teachers to consider when planning and delivering lessons. Next chapter is chapter 4. It's about lesson management. This chapter describes lessons management, which involves organizing activities to maximize student engagement, which is challenging due to varying class size and abilities. This chapter deals with the organizational and management aspect for teaching. It covers topics such as managing pupil movement and noise, organizing resources, and maintaining order in the classroom. It also includes key questions for teachers to consider when planning and delivering lessons. Next chapter is chapter 5. It's about classroom climate. This chapter explores the importance of establishing a positive classroom climate that significantly influences students' motivations and attitudes towards learning, as well as the effectiveness of teachers in the classroom. It discusses ways to motivate pupils to build that relationship, enhance self-esteem, and maintain a positive classroom appearance. It also includes key questions for teachers to consider when creating a supportive learning environment. Chapter 6 is about discipline. This chapter explains that discipline in the classroom is essential for effective students' learning. Both students, teachers, and experienced educators recognize that discipline is a key issue and a significant area for professional development. It covers the nature of pupil misbehavior, establishing authority, preventing misbehavior, and strategies for managing difficult situations. It also includes key questions for teachers to consider when dealing with discipline issues. Next chapter is chapter 7 is about assessing pupil progress. This chapter focuses on the purpose and types of assessments, as well as how to carry out assessment activities in the classroom. Assessing pupils' progress is an integral part of teaching and learning process, ranging from informal observations to formal examinations. There are various assessment techniques, each with a unique process. It also marking, recording, and reporting, and includes key questions for teachers to consider when evaluating pupil progress. And chapter 8 is about reflecting and evaluation. This is the last chapters. These chapters emphasize the importance of self-evaluations and reflecting in teaching. Explain that teachers should regularly affect on and evaluate their teaching methods and overall performance in order to create effective learning. It discusses ways to collect the data about current practice, manage time, and deal with stress. It also includes key questions for teachers to consider when reflecting on their teacher practice. Each of all chapters provides practical advice and insights to help teachers develop essential skills for effective teaching. The book is designed to be a valuable resource for both new and experienced teachers, as well as those involved in teacher training and development programs. That's all for me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.